This is a table series. The table pose is a foundation pose for the Sun Salute and a lot of other poses. So you want to ground down through your hands and through your knees. As you're grounding and you're breathing, you want to imagine horizontally that energy through your breath, head to tail. So there's no, sitting and being lazy, right? We want to really activate that posture. As you activate that pose, feel the belly lifting to support your lower back. We'll begin with the cat and cow stretch. Exhaling into the cat, pulling in through the core. Try not to over-round the shoulders, but really anchor your navel to your spine. Inhale as you lift. Open the chest, open the shoulders. Imagine you're trying to show something off on your neck. Open. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Cow pose. Push off the hands. Exhale. Cat pose. You can vary your meter and go faster, smoother, or nice and slow. Notice your weight is evenly between your knees and your hands. You can shift that and roll through the spine into a Kundalini breath and really pulling up that second chakra, releasing tension out of your spine. The head just follows the movement as you breathe. It's just like the waves sort of crashing on the beach there behind me. You just want to roll through. And then pause. And wagging the tail, head to tail, releasing your hips. Let the elbows bend. And just like a dog trying to chase its tail, releasing lateral stretching out of the spine. Back through center, we're going to bend the elbows, do some big loops, just releasing tension. 3 circles, one direction, 3 the other as you breathe. So in table pose, you're really, building the foundation for your wrists too. So at any point, if your wrists are getting sore, just, press and release. Some of you may not be able to sit on your heels, so tuck your feet. Come back through, extend your hands. This is called high cat stretch. Toes are going to stay tucked. You're going to press your chest through. Elbows stay off of the mat as you touch the crown or the third eye chakra to your mat. So don't roll those shoulders in, just release them out and open. Lengthen and traction your body gently. So you add a little resistance as you inhale. Exhale, open that chest. Now drop the elbows and turn the thumbs up. You're going to feel that rotation, especially in your rotator cuff. So again, you want to traction the body away from the elbows. Keep the elbows grounded. And breathe. Lifting the head. You're going to place your elbows together where your head was and palms together. So you're making a prayer mudra with the hands. You're going to lean through and rest your face on your biceps. The thumbs rest on the crown of your head as you press your chest through. This is a nice stretch for the rotator cuff, shoulders, triceps. And just breathe. Release the arms and come back to your table pose. Untuck your toes and you're going to shift your weight back. We're going to undulate the spine down and sort of snake our way into the cobra. So you're going to lean back and bring your face down, lifting the hips, roll as smoothly as you can without flopping down. And then find your position with your hands right by the shoulders. This is a half cobra balance or a baby cobra pose. So you bring the elbows back, pull them back, lift in the heart, and look. So no tension in the neck. We don't want to be here because that makes me not be able to breathe. Bring those shoulders down, open and lift. It's hard to breathe here, but do your best. Inhale and exhale. Tongue is at the roof of the mouth. We're going to add a little lift and reverse core strengthening. So extending the opposite arm and leg. You're going to bring down as you inhale and up as you exhale. The back leg is straight. Extending. Inhaling. Exhaling. This might be quite difficult at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Coming back through baby cobra. You can vary the arms, it kind of distracts you a little bit from the difficulty. And then rest, rock your hips side to side. It's a lot for the lower back, but it needs it. So full cobra is tucking the toes under. You're going to push off your hands and come right in between your arms. So you want your shoulders, elbows, wrists stacked. Okay, we don't want to be back here because that makes my lower back hurt. Okay, we want to be forward, grounded, lengthen, open the heart. You want distance between the ears and the shoulders. And just really enjoy this pose. It is a great posture for lower back pain. Inhale and exhale. Good, and lower down to the elbows. This is the Sphinx pose. So the Sphinx doesn't look like much, but you really want to feel the core lifting off of the mat. So if the belly's on the mat, lift it up and lengthen. Ground down through the elbows, open the chest, and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Rotating the left arm in front of your chest. We're going to go into a quad stretch. Some of you may or may not be able to reach that foot, so if you need to, grab your strap. Otherwise, pull in for the quad stretch. You want to press the front of your hip against the yoga mat and reach the knee point down. So it's a little more restful to just leave the head down. Avoid the knee turning out, and you want to keep that knee in close to the other knee in parallel. You can point or flex the foot, release tension out of the ankle, and then just keep lengthening that quad stretch and release. Switch sides. This stretch is going to prepare you for what's called the bow pose. It's also important with lower back issues as we tend to shorten in our hip flexors and our quad. Again, you can be rested with the head down. You can have a strap around the foot if it's difficult to reach. Avoid turning that knee out. Keep right in the front of that hip, pressing through. And breathe. And release. Good. That should all feel pretty good to you. We're going to open and make a T with our body. You want your arms basically in a perpendicular angle to your body. This is a pec and deltoid stretch against the floor. You're going to roll, it feels quite good, to your right hip, right shoulder, bend the right knee. That right knee being bent is going to help you to balance. You open up the hip. You open up the arm. You reach. Try not to break at the wrist. Keep the energy going through your fingers. The head can rest or it can be lifted. Really deep stretch against the floor. Some of you might be familiar with this stretch against the wall. Inhale and exhale. Feel free to hold any of these poses longer. We're going to keep moving through, opening the chest, pec stretch against the floor. Head can be down or up. The leg is really not what's important. It's really that opening of the chest and the shoulder, and you're more so feeling it in the bottom, deltoid and pec. And back to center. We're going to rest for just a moment in a gentle restorative pose called the crocodile. You're going to tuck your big toe, one on top, one on bottom, back of the hands, and you're going to turn your head and just breathe. Now what this does to the sciatic area, or the SI joint, sacroiliac joint, is it opens up that joint. If you have any pain there, then this is a very gentle place to begin and just rest. And of course we do both sides, so we tuck the toe under the other one and switch sides. It sort of resets all of those deep back stretches. Good, and come back to center. And we're going to move into the downward dog pose. From here, you're going to push up back to that table foundation posture. And so this is really where you're at. You don't want to adjust your hands too much more than this. But as you go into the downward dog, you're going to bend the knees. You're going to press your chest through. You want your ears to be in line with the arms. And you lift and bend. You don't want to lock and just be stagnated. You want the downward dog to have an ability to move. So that's why it's so important for you to be able to spring those knees and what's called walk the dog. So spring those knees, walk the dog, shift your hips. Press your chest through. You want to try to reach your chest towards your thighs. And avoid the shoulders rolling in and avoid all that weight here. You want to move back. So you should be able to be away from your hands. Pause in table pose. And begin again. You can really enjoy this downward dog as often as you would like. It covers a lot of muscle groups, the legs, the calves, the chest, the back. Keep the chin down as you inhale and exhale. And come back down. Pause, shake it out, do whatever feels good. And third time, downward facing dog. As you're here, you want to just do a test. Are you balanced evenly on all four legs? You know, you want to just test and see where your weight is, and then press through. If the hamstrings are more flexible, you can straighten the knees, but you want to really lift those sitting bones up. And come on down. And from this pose, we're going to rest into praying man. Child pose is with the arms wrapped around your feet. Take a deep breath and let your spine reset itself. Now, if you're a beginner, you may not be able to get all the way down, so you'll use your blanket underneath. You can also stay supported if it's difficult for you. So modify this how you need to. Sometimes it's more the ankles than anything else, so if you need to, let those toes be tucked as you come on up. We're going to pause here and hands to the heart. Just observe and notice how you feel from the poses.